Alright, what's going on, Forgotten Nation? I'm your host, FG, and welcome to the highlight of the Bit.TRIP series playthrough. I don't think this game needs any introduction. This is Bit.TRIP Runner, the most popular out of the series, and one of the most revolutionary games to come out of the series as a whole. Its focus this time around is based on platforming, but still maintains the rhythm gameplay that we've come to know. And of course, the action never stops. So last we left off in the Bit.TRIP playthrough, Commander Video mastered the ability of Control, and now he is ready to take on this new world that we have yet to see. So without any further ado, we're gonna go straight into the game. Now, as always, I always mention this is a mute playthrough, but this game's gonna work a little differently. Whereas, although I stay mute throughout the gameplay, there are some stages that I will continue to stay in this mode and commentate over. And of course, First Contact is the start of it. Alright, this is actually one of the longest games in the series, the second being Bit.TRIP Fate, so we do not have time to spare. So let's just get straight into it. And of course, ooh, green screen's a little glitchy. Commander Video is ready. Alright, so the way this game works is that the new mode they introduced is known as Extra. And to achieve this mode, you have to play through the game, jumping over obstacles, collecting gold. And of course, this is just the start of it. We're jumping, everything's good, getting all the gold that appears. But we're gonna see quite the spike in difficulty. Now for the music to advance, we collect the cores, as seen in Bit.TRIP Core. And for every one you collect, you go up a rank. As we see right now, we've just jumped all the way from Hyper all the way to Ultra. And by achieving this brand new mode, we get into what is known as Extra. And now we have what is known as the 5 core colors of Commander Video's cape. Yellow, orange, cyan, pink, and violet. Now, if you collect all the gold in a single run, you get the bonus stage. And the bonus stage is based on an old game called Pitfall. Of course, though, a lot of this is taking inspiration from the Atari 2600 days. Pretty cool stuff. Pretty good. Now, I did miss one piece of gold there, but should have gotten that last piece of gold. You get what is known as Perfect Double Plus. That is the highest mode you could get in this game. Well, not highest mode, the highest ranking. And should you achieve that, that is essentially the first part of completing the game as a whole. So, the objective really is to get all the gold, get all the cores, and complete the bonus stage without flaw. And that's Bit.TRIP Runner. With that in mind, we have already finished the first stage of the game, but of course, there is 15 stages in a single zone. So here we have the next stage, and you're gonna see it continues just like the first stage. Only we're gonna have a little bit of a different arrangement. We're gonna have some new obstacles. And of course, you can't forget about the music. With that in mind, that's all I really have to say for now. But, when I do come back after the stage, I will be talking during a different segment of the game to add some more commentary to it. One more thing worth mentioning, though, is that this game is actually the longest in the series, as mentioned earlier. So with that in mind, we don't have any room for mistakes at all. So, should I miss a piece of gold, I am not restarting the stage. So this is not going to be a perfect or a double perfect run. This is essentially just trying to get through the game to continue the playthrough of the series. That's it from me here, so I'm going to switch over to the game mode and only talk when necessary. So, enjoy a little bit of Bit.TRIP Runner. Alright, so now to talk a little bit about the stage run right now, as well as some of these abilities. So now we can see Commander Video's kicking, but we also saw before that he has the ability to slide. So ideally, the simplicity of this game comes in the fact that it's not just a matter of going from left to right, you also have to react to the obstacles that come in front of you. If you can't react to the obstacles, you don't really go very far. And there we just missed the core and the piece of gold, so sadly, unless I fail, we're not going back for it. But anyways, to talk a little bit about the stage we're in right now, so the first area of Bit.TRIP Runner is this alien planet. And from what we've seen, a lot of it is very alienistic. From the spaceships, from the background robotics that we see, it's as if Commander Video isn't the only alien in the world. But as we see, no bonus, that's pretty sad. But it really adds to this idea that Commander Video is kind of out of this world. But anyway, we have the first introduction of a major friend in the series. This is Junior Mechlin. I think I said his name right. But we're gonna see him in the background very soon. This is the first friend that Commander Video meets on this adventure. And although they don't do much in this game, they are mentioned throughout the rest of the series, including some cutscenes in Runner 2. And what we've yet to see of Runner 3, and the impact that the friends have, is yet to debate. So there he is, right there. That's Junior. So this is not the only friend that we're going to see. There are plenty of friends to meet here in Bit.TRIP Runner. But anyways, as time goes on, things begin to get crazy, and the music's going all over the place. Anyways, we're doing pretty good so far, actually. But yes, alien planets, we're seeing quite the... Well, there's a lot going on. That's enough for me. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed that stage, because, in fact, it was the longest stage that this world had to offer. Now, I did miss some gold on the way there, my apologies. But Odyssey is the longest stage, but it's also one of the most important stages, because it reflects upon what we've already learned through this game. We've learned to jump over obstacles, we've learned to slide under obstacles, we've learned to punch and kick obstacles, we've also learned how to use the spring. Of course, though, there is still one ability we've yet to see later on. What ability that is, you're gonna have to wait to find out. But Odyssey is a very important stage to this game, just because it shows how far the players come already within a short amount of time, and what they've already mastered. But it also asserts one flaw this game has. There is no checkpoint system with this game. So if I were to fail one of those segments, I would have to restart the stage all the way from the beginning. And there's a stage later on in this game that recognizes this flaw, and is considered the hardest stage in the game. We still got a while till we get to it, of course, but until then, let's just continue with the game. And how can I forget? We've already made it to the boss stage. So, the main antagonist this game has to offer, as well as the series, is a being known as Mindgren Timbletot. Timbletot is a robotic being with 2 beats for eyes and mechanical mouth that I want to say resembles cogs. I don't know what to describe it as, but he is a force to be reckoned with. And of course, he is going to attack us with these crystals we've been seeing throughout the first world. But of course, we can attack him. So it's from this point that we're going to see Timbletot is ideally one of the biggest antagonists that the series has to offer. I know for Runner 3 we're going to see, some different bosses, but Timbletot's the most you'll see. And he is a big part of what makes the Bit.TRIP story. Alright, so now we gotta focus on him. See, it's not too bad when you're avoiding his attacks, it's when he gets closer that's a problem. Anyway, I was doing good so far. Ah, come on! Alright, we can do it. But yes, as I mentioned before, the biggest flaw this game has is the lack of a checkpoint system. And that is something that this is the only game in the series that needs it most is missing it. Because even the sequels would have a checkpoint system incorporated. So got the gem, there we go. Alright, Timbletot. Oh, come on! Alright, we can do this, we can do this. Alright. Alright. Bring it on, Timbletot. Oh, come on! jumping kills. Alright. Here we go. Alright, here we go, Timbletot. Alright. Alright. Just gotta get one more hit out of him. One more hit. Because the magic number is always 3. Oh, come on! Alright. From the beginning. Yeah, this is why I feared that this game was gonna be the longest in the series. Ah. Alright. Extra. Nope. Ah, I was focusing on the other screen. Alright, got extra. Alright, Timbletot, here we go. Ah, what? Alright, we can do this. We can do this. Alright, here we go. Alright. Back to this phase. So you gotta be careful with the UFOs. Best thing to do is hold down. There we go. Alright, so spring up. Alright, bring it on, Timbletot. And that's the last hit. We did it! We did it! Alright, Timbletot is down for the count. But of course, that is only the beginning. We'll see a Timbletot. And with that, we're ready for the next world. Now, one thing I did not mention earlier, with the games, there's always been the ongoing saga. So, let's start with birth, growth, control. So, the big concept of this game is freedom. And of course, it's one thing to have the freedom to explore the world as you see fit. But of course, freedom comes at a price. So, let's go to the next world. I just love this part that he's got his parachutes. And it's got the colors of his... It's cool. Alright, Lesser Timbletot. So we're gonna see now that the idea here is that Timbletot is this mechanized being that kinda hates the world. And there is some alliteration to this in the fact that he resembles all the people in the world that kinda want to crumble at the seams. Industrialization is the keyword here. And though things start happy, it can get sad. So as we can see, we are in this timber lumber world, and Timbaltot seems to be making a factory of sorts. He is capitalizing off beets, which kind of look like gems to me, and lumber, and kind of taking the world down by storm. That's enough for me. Let's go back to the game. Alright, so now we're introduced to the next friend that Commander Video makes. This is Radbot. Now, out of all the group of friends, Radbot is kind of the most peculiar. There's really no backstory to him as far as I can tell, and we're gonna see something change in the next game with Radbot, but that's spoilers ahead. And this is where the game begins to take a bit of a difficulty curve, especially with that orange bit that hit me just now. Because now you have to kind of predict what's happening before it happens, if that makes sense. These bits are the hardest obstacles in this game. But anyways, Radbot. He's a bot. I think he might have something to do with another series or company, but I don't know. But there he is now. Ah, we missed it before. But Radbot, he's a peculiar fellow. Yep, I got the orange bit. Alright. Alright. But those orange bits, I tell you. Alright. And I'm gonna keep the microphone on for this next stage, because I do want to talk about one other aspect this game has to offer. And that is the environments. Now, it's one thing with the Bit.TRIP series is that the backgrounds tell you more about the story, such as Bit.TRIP Beat, where you see as we progress further, it tells about how he's growing as a person. Such as, in the last stage of the game, you see his brain develop as well as the core, which becomes the boss stage at the end. Or another example, Bit.TRIP Core, you can see his exploration as he grows as a person, and how he traverses these different environments. But here, although there is a story to it, the one thing you'll notice is that the environments in Bit.TRIP Runner are actually pretty zany. You have characters that are constantly smiling in the background. You have things such as giant fish, those huge heads of Commander Video in the background, and even these frowny face signs that you kick to open. The Bit.TRIP Runner series is known for its zaniness, and if you ever played Runner 2 or the upcoming Runner 3, you know just how zany it gets. But enough of that. We're gonna try to get past the stage. The zaniness that is Bit.TRIP Runner adds to its personality. Because I can't think of any other games that have these weird faces going on in the background. Especially Bit.TRIP Runner 2. Oh, come on! Alright, we can do this. But yeah, there's something offsetting about those cogs smiling at me in the background. It's just, ugh. Alright, but we're making progress. And if things go well, we might be able to finish on time. So I don't want to do a part 2 of this. And I definitely want to keep going with the series. Ah! Okay, we can do it. We can do it. Nope. Okay. Ah. Alright. Focus. Focus. Ah! What the? Alright. Alright, so we're so good. That was pretty scary, but we're doing pretty good so far. Alright, we did it. We did it. Alright, back to the game. Alright, welcome to the boss fight of World 2. Now remember, the idea here is the idea of essentially working towards urbanization. So, here we are on this conveyor belt. And instead of Timbletot, we actually have this miner guy. There's no mention of who this guy is or what he's doing, but I like to think that he's working for Timbletot. And it is suitable for the fact that this area is half mine, half factory. But right now it's pretty easy, we're just avoiding his asteroids. But you gotta watch the top. There we go. And that's how you do it. So we just gotta last 2 more times. Alright. When it comes faster, that's when it becomes an issue. Like right now. Alright. One more hit will do. Remember, 3 times is the charm. No! The double asteroid. Alright, give it another go. Alright, we're good. Finger snaps. There we go. Alright, focus nice and clear on the asteroids. Or would they be considered meteors? You know, I think these are actually meteors. Alright, phase 2. See, a game like this isn't really meant to be played in one session. You need to play it over a series of time. Otherwise, it tends to get in your head. It's a lot of thinking. It's a lot of comprehension, a lot of thinking, and a lot of fast reactions. Alright, here we go. Last phase. No! Too soon! Alright. Extra. Alright, Mr. Miner. Alright. It's a mind game, we gotta focus on the mind game. Luckily, I believe the last boss is the easiest boss, but that's just my thoughts. Alright, last phase. Here we go. We can do it. The best thing that— No! Again! The best thing you can do with this boss is listen to the audio cues. When you hear the beat go off, that's when you jump in between the meteors. Of course, though, I'm just focused on trying to take him down. Gotta say, though, the stream's on the quiet side tonight. Focus clearly. Alright, last phase, here we go. That's it, that's the third phase! Oh my gosh, that was scaring me! Oh! Oh! Oh god, that was scaring me. Alright. If things go smoothly, we could finish this tonight. Oh! Anyways, welcome to the last world of the game, the city. And this is a fun cutscene. But shit, that last boss. Welcome to the city. Freedom has a cost, and paradise is lost. Now, I've always been one that's fond of the city, but even sometimes the city doesn't always have its perks. We've gone from these alien planets to a rundown city. In some ways, this is pretty reminiscent of the real world, and it's a sad thing. And just part of the ongoing story that is Commander Video and the Bit.TRIP. So of course, the beautiful world is turning to urbanization. Things are pretty sad by the seams of it. And there's only one thing to blame. And that's Symbol Tots. One other thing worth mentioning is that this is the last ability we get, and this is a throwback to the first game, Bit.TRIP Beat, where you're playing as the paddle and you literally have to hit the beats. And this is the last thing you unlock in the game, and the main set that is Commander Video. And now we know which abilities he'd use if he's ever in Smash Brothers. Anyways, you see a beat, you hit the beats. Alright. World 3 is my favorite world in the game, but it's also the hardest world. Alright. So as we can see, it's as pretty city as it gets, even though there is graffiti, trash cans. But for what it is a city. But that's enough for me. And now we'd say I've lost Pitfall 2. Add it to the games I've lost. I've lost Pong. I've lost Space Invaders. I've lost Pac-Man. And now I've lost Pitfall. Anyways, so way back to the first stream in the Bit.TRIP series playthrough, I had mentioned I was doing a giveaway. But surprise, surprise, there's not many viewers. I mean, just look right now, we only have 0. So what I've decided to do is for the last 3 games in the series, I'm going to reveal the code bit by bit. So for those that are watching this in the archives, if you happen to come across all 3 parts of the code, you can get the entire series, the soundtracks, and Runner 2 for free. So the first part of the code is KCBK6. Once again, that is KCBK6. Now, I'm not going to put that in the description or in any of the comments. So whoever finds this in the video will be the first person to know so. And I will reveal the other parts of the code in the next parts of the series. And there's 3 parts to this code. That was the first part. I will say it once more. The code, the first part is KCBK6. That's it for me. Let's continue with the game. Alright, don't be fooled by what we just saw. In fact, it wasn't even the name of the title of the stage, so my bad there. That was actually Super Meat Boy. In the flesh, of course. For those that don't know, Super Meat Boy was a very popular game around the same time that BIT.TRIP Runner came out, and is considered one of the hardest platformers of all time. And Super Meat Boy made a cameo with Commander Video, and at the same time, Commander Video also appears in Super Meat Boy, and is the first friend character he comes across that you can unlock in Super Meat Boy. Pretty cool stuff. And this isn't the only time we'll see Super Meat Boy. As a matter of fact, you can even play as Dr. Fetus in the sequel, Runner 2. But it's a really cool... Anyways, it is a really cool crossover that they did, that they got Super Meat Boy, a character by Edmund McMillan, or Team Meat otherwise, as part of Choice Provision Games. So it's really cool to see Super Meat Boy there. And it's a shame that Super Meat Boy actually never came out on the WiiWare service due to the file size was too big for the game itself. And that's a shame, because I was looking forward to Super Meat Boy coming to the system back in 2010. But anyways, we're going to focus on the stage now, because I shouldn't have died there. My bad. But yes, if you've never played Super Meat Boy before, I don't know what you're waiting for. Go play Super Meat Boy. It's an amazing game. As a matter of fact, it even came out... Oh, come on again! On Nintendo Switch. And the Switch version has an exclusive mode that other console versions have yet to see. And that is the simultaneous 2-player race mode. Ah, come on. And I would love to cover that on the channel, but the problem is, I don't have any friends to play it with. Don't just hate college. Alright. Alright, focus. Alright, we got this. No, again! Ah! Alright, I'm beginning to see more Super Meat Boy than I'd like. In some ways, this is actually pretty fitting. A hard stage, with a character known for a hard game. Oh, the irony. And no, this does not count as losing to Super Meat Boy. Since I'm still playing this, I will say one other tidbit. Although his 5 prime colors appear in Super Meat Boy as his character model, come on. He actually has the real colors of the rainbow in the first cutscene that you see, as well as the unlockable character screen that you get at the end of his 3 stages. So with that in mind, Commander Video does display more than those 5 colors. The more you know. Alright, we can do this. Do not trust the trampoline. Do not trust the trampoline. Alright, we got this. Hello, Meat Boy. Alright, so now we gotta avoid the trampoline at all costs. Alright, wait for it. There we go! Take that trampoline. Alright, there we go. Wow, that took longer than it needed to. Alright, back to the game. Alright, welcome to the hardest stage in the game, the Gauntlet. That segment is one of the many reasons the stage is hard. But it only gets worse. Yes, it only gets worse. The stage is so hard that it's got its own designated achievement on Steam. But because we're not going for gold, luckily, it does become a little easier. And honestly, this is what I was most afraid of, being stuck on the stage. Because we are almost coming to the end of our stream, so we need to hurry up and get to the end of this. Alright. Ah! Okay, here we go. Ah, too soon. Alright. There we go. Alright, we're doing it. Alright, we're doing it, we're doing it. I hate this second. Is it gonna happen again? I feel like it's gonna happen again. Holy crap, I should get all the gold on the gauntlets. Whoa. Alright. Alright, can we get the double perfect on this? Alright, alright. Time to get serious. Ah! See, I wish there was like a triple perfect in this game, where you get the perfect if you get all the gold in the main stage, you get a second perfect if you get past the stage, and then you get the third one if you get all the gold in this bonus stage. So that way, there's at least a benefit to completing the stage. Otherwise, if you miss the gold, you might as well just kill yourself in the stage. But we did get past it. Alright, so that was Gauntlet, the hardest stage the game has to offer. With that in mind, we're approaching the end, both of the stream and the game itself. Beginning of the end. Any other way to put it. And there's one more friend appearing. I don't know if it's going to appear in the stage or in the end credits, because that is something that happens in both situations. Alright, so I'm going to keep the webcam on for now and the microphone. I hate that downward section with the asteroids. Yeah, it happens so much. Alright, we're doing it. No! I was holding down. What the hell? Alright, alright. Ah! Alright, alright. Alright. Asteroids. Ah! Come on. Alright, focus. Doing good, doing good. Ah, I held too long. We can do it, we can do it. I was distracted for a second, so there goes this piece of gold. Alright, alright. Focusing. What? Whoa, 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 I jumped. What? Alright, looks like FgPlays is going to be going to some extended time. There should only be one more stage after this if I'm counting right, and then the final boss. Alright. Alright, getting scary, getting concerning. No! It's always the downwards asteroids. And of course, the trampoline's the enemy. Ah! Alright. Yeah, we're definitely going to extended time. I'm getting so distracted. And ironically, the Gauntlet's the hardest stage. What? Alright, focus, focus, focus. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, we can do this, we can do this. Alright. We can do this, we can do this! We can do this! Downwards asteroid belt. Anyways, reserve time for FgPlays begins now. We are now over the time limit. Alright. Progress is being made. We're doing it. Sliding down. My fingers are thinking before my brain's thinking. Why is this happening? Watch out for the meteors. Patience. That's the first stage of Bit.TRIP Fate. This is ironic, because Bit.TRIP Fate, the core idea, well, I shouldn't mention yet. Alright. Alright, so far so good. Holding it, jump, going up, boing, dun-dun-dun. Alright, get ready for it. Bounce, bounce. There we go. Come on, please be it. What was that? Alright, focus, focus, focus. Alright. Alright, do it again. Bounce, bounce. Hold it. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. I get a feeling this is it. Why does it happen again? Alright. Alright. That is... Oh, I did it. Oh my gosh, this took way longer than it should have. Oh my gosh, I did it. Alright. Let's continue. No bonus, but we're gonna continue. Alright, so let's get back to the game. Let it be known, I'm in agony right now. Oh my god, why is this so difficult? Why am I getting screwed left and right? Why is there no end to these meteors? Alright. Alright, focusing. Alright, here we go. I got a feeling this is the one. By the power of extra, let's do it. I'm dead inside. Truly, I'm dead. End my suffering. Oh my gosh, I almost didn't jump there. Alright. Every time I miss that. So many bright colors. So much happening all at once. Ah. Command video, I don't know how you do it. Downwards meteors. Alright, patience, timing, paying attention. Immersion. Down. Alright. No worries yet. Alright. Every time! Every time! Oh my gosh. We need to finish this game. This is the last stage. We need to see the ending before we can move on. But we are way over time. Doodly 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 ding ding ding. Super. Doodly 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 doodly. Da da da. Da da da. Bling bling. Bloop bloop. Right, down down down. Punch punch. Ultra. Extra. Alright, let's get past this segment. Please. Please. Alright, beat. Enlightenment. Enlightenment. Oh my god. Oh, I did it. I did it. Oh my. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Sweet release. It's over. Alright. Alright. I believe that's the last stage. Please be the last stage. Yes! Okay, okay. We're on the boss now. This is the source. So, we've seen these beautiful alien landscapes to these urbanizational cities. And what's the source of it? Mind-grain Timbletots. We've established the enemy of the series, and now it's time to give chase. Because command video won't have any of it. And now we have the help of our friends. So this last stage is a stage. All I gotta do is dodge all the obstacles. This is putting together everything you've learned. Alright, so we had rad bots, we had, well, I don't even remember the guy's name. Oh, Junior Mequin. And also, Alright, let's repeat from the beginning. Timbletots, give chase. Friends will help you along the way. Alright. So here's, Mequin. Junior Mequin. Alright, Red Bots. And remember, today's thrilling episode is brought to you in part by Burger Mouth. Burger Mouth. Alright, our next friend to help us is Super Meat Boy. Alright, extra. And our last friend, well, you gotta be kidding me. Anyways, that last friend, who was that, you might ask? Well, all will be explained once we defeat this boss. My suffering never ends. Alright, we can do it. Alright. Mechwin. It is cool that the last stage does take place on the rooftops. I do like that as an extra touch. Alright, Radbot. Burger Mouth. Burger Mouth. Alright, Super Meat Boy. Why didn't it jump? Alright, we're gonna get the Timbletot. We are gonna get the Timbletot. Oh, we don't have the time. Mechwin. Radbots. Burger Mouth. Super Meat Boy. Mysterious Girl. Alright, alright. This is it. This is it. Alright, alright, alright. Yep, this is it. And spring up! And that's the end of Bit.TRIP Runner. Oh my gosh, that was a challenge, especially towards the end. I did not think I was going to get through this game. It took a little longer than expected, but we did it. But who was the fourth person? Well, that was Command Girl Video, the love interest of Commander Video. She is kind of like the alternate version of Commander Video, Command Girl Video. But for what it is, that is the end of Bit.TRIP Runner. This is the fan favorite game in the series, but how was it difficult? Oh my gosh. Nevermore will I hate the downward meteors as much as I did there. Just, wow. But nitpicks aside, this is a really good game, and it was just what the WiiWare needed when it first came out. Now, of course, this is not the end of the series, but we are approaching the end. We are more than halfway through the game series. Although, this game in particular would have many spin-offs. But anyways, the music this time around, I didn't even give credits to the artist. But I can't think of them from the top of my head. So, we're gonna take a minute and just sit through the last cutscene to thank the music people. But wow, was this a trip. Literally. But anyways, that is Bit.TRIP Runner. Let's find out who does the music real fast. The music is done by Anamanaguchi. Anamanaguchi? Well, whatever the case, it's kind of hard to say their name, so I do apologize, but this is done by Anamanaguchi, if I'm saying it right. For what it is, the music for Bit.TRIP Runner is really good, especially when you get to the extra. Alright, so let's see what else the game has to await for us. What's our final cutscene? And they are off. So as you saw, Commander Video is going to have none of it. Although Timmeltot seems out for destruction of Commander Video, there's still a place in Commander Video's heart for Timmeltot, and maybe there is this chance of redemption. In his dreams. But anyways, that's the end of Bit.TRIP Runner as we head towards the Hypersphere. This is where we have the spin-offs take place, Runner 2 and Runner 3. And while I wish I did have more time to talk about them in bulk here, we are out of time. So join me next time on FgPlays when we take out the next game in the series, Bit.TRIP Fate. But then, my guys, I think that's it from me here. So thank you so much for watching. And remember, that was just the first code. There's 2 more to come within the next games. So as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Alright, guys.